Right, more boxes. This one feels like it's from Ping. No, this one, sorry, is Taylormade wedges to try today. Looking forward to hitting them. Interesting little red dot bit at the back there, which I'm not sure what that's about yet, so a little bit of research needed. Right, Dawlish, we're on a lovely day. We've got GC2 down on the floor and some balls. We're going to be out on the course. Let's test the Milled Grind Taylormade wedges. Let's see what they're all about out in this real environment. So Taylormade's Milled Grind wedges, you're getting clean, beautiful, sharp and lovely looks is what Taylormade are saying, and they do look very good. They look very neat, very thin, nice straight leading edge as well, which I liked. You're getting their new grooves on them, but we're going to show you some real ball data on a real course. I've got my GC2 out here on the course just to show you how testing wedges for spin, I think lots of people get a little bit confused with thinking that one wedge might spin more than another, which we'll show you in the test. We also get this bore through neck. I think it goes a little bit through more than prior wedges. They filled it with this red polymer, which is moving the centre of gravity a bit more away from the heel and more into the centre. We've heard that from other companies as well, because wedge CGs can be, or sweet spots as you'll know, and will go a little bit towards the heel. Let's hit some shots. So I've got a low bounce version 9 and a high bounce version 13. Both of these are 56 degrees. I'm about 80 yards out, so we're gonna hit some pictures, show you the numbers as I hit them. Kind of on the lower bounce, basically they've removed the back here. You can see how they've just taken the back away. Let's start with a higher bounce option to kick us off. So down by the ball looks fantastic. It does look really, really neat. I like the straighter lines. Obviously no offset, very playable looking wedge. Stuck that nicely. Front edge, so that one's spinning at 3,000 revs and flying 80 yards. So that flag must be about 89 yards. Let's try another one. Hit that quite nice. Again, I think it's just going to be slightly short front edge. Yeah, 79 yards, spinning at 3.6. So you can see where the spin, certainly on a dry test, would be slightly different there. So the last two shots there, I used the low bounce 09, hit my standard pull, and then the other one into the normal bat, struggling to get the distance back on those. That's me more than the club. And the last two spinning around 6,000, 5.8 and 6.2. 3,000 jump on the same club, just different grind on the bottom. The grind doesn't affect spin. It shows you how testing for spin on these clubs is maybe not the buying kind of premise you should be looking at all. So just off the green, slight uphill lie and not much grass, my kind of dreaded shot unfortunately at the minute. Gonna go high bounce first and the low bounce. Gonna get the spin number as well. Now after the pictures, this is something I could easily game these wedges. They have made them look as nice as a wedge can look. Right, no editing, this could be embarrassing. A little bit thin, sit. So good line, but a little clean, spinning at 1,000 revs. Let's do another one with the high bounce again, which in theory can help me a little bit in this situation, as long as it's not too bare, which it isn't too bare. Again, a little bit nip clean, so just running through, and only 1/4 spin. Let's try the low bounce. So you can see how the spin jump, subject to how I strike it. I am going to have another go with this because that wasn't a good enough strike. And this is my dreaded shot, and quite a good way for you to think about wedges if you can get them in a situation that you don't enjoy as well as you enjoy. Give them a full test. Look, I like the feel of those. Just going to try them out the bunker, but I think most people would put them in or down at the ground in the shop and see exactly why that has got the kind of sharp lines, clean look that Taylormade are advertising. It does look and feel as good as anything. Let's try in a bunker. Right, really deep bunker. Let's try it out of here. I would normally use a 60 loft out of this, but I've only got the 56, so I'm going to kind of twist it around, add some loft and see what I can do. Three okay shots. You can see I had to come out a little bit lower because I would use a different loft. Feeling as good as anything I've tried, looking definitely as good as anything out there. These wedges are nice. Taylormade, unfortunately, is just not a brand you think of when you think of wedges. It's so interesting what players and golfers associate things with. It's so hard for these companies to break their stereotypes, but that's as good as anything I've tried, to be honest. Go and give it a go. Right, no editing. This could be embarrassing.